What is going on, everyone? This is Eric coming at you from just outside of Hartford, Connecticut. And today, we're going to look at the Robert Mathis draft pick trade, which occurred during the 2003 NFL Draft. Now, in this trade, the Indianapolis Colts decided to trade a future 4th round pick in exchange for a current 5th round pick, which normally is a cardinal sin to me. I hate when teams do that. But in this situation, it didn't necessarily fail, as they were able to grab pass rusher Robert Mathis. So let's start by talking about the Colts, who, with the 138th pick in the 2003 draft, would draft defensive end Robert Mathis. Now, Mathis had a successful college career, but he had played at a small-known college called Alabama A&M. So he slid, and there was reasons for that. He wasn't good against the run. Now, his first 3 years as a Colt saw Mathis used in a reserve role, specifically as a pass rushing specialist. As a rookie, he recorded 3.5 sacks with 3 forced fumbles. Now in 2004, Mathis earned his first career start. Now, despite making only a single start, he managed to lead the league in forced fumbles with 6. He was great at getting to the quarterback. He added an impressive 10.5 sacks. Somehow, he remained in a reserve role for the 2005 season. And once more, he led the league in forced fumbles with 8, while adding 11.5 sacks and 56 tackles. Now, by 2006, Mathis earned himself a new contract and a starting job, and he responded with a strong year, registering a career-high 65 tackles while adding 4 forced fumbles and 9.5 sacks. He had a very strong showing in the playoffs, too. Across 4 games, he would record 3 forced fumbles, collected a sack and a half, and had 19 tackles. In their Colts Super Bowl 41 victory over Chicago, Mathis recorded 3 tackles. Now, injuries shortened his 2007 season, but he still managed to play in 13 games, recording 4 forced fumbles and 7 sacks for the Colts. He played well in 2008, as he posted totals of 5 forced fumbles, 3 fumble recoveries, one of which was returned for his first career touchdown, and 11.5 sacks. He had a similar season the following year, as he would record 5 forced fumbles and 9.5 sacks. He got to the quarterback often in 2010, as he recorded 11 sacks with only a single forced fumble, which is a bit of a down year for him. He continued to be a force on the defensive line in 2011, as he was credited with 9.5 sacks and 3 forced fumbles. Now, he would move from the defensive line to an outside linebacker role under the newly implemented 3-4 system for the 2012 season, but he was still used as a pass rusher. He would record 8 sacks with a forced fumble, but he was also used in coverage, as he would record the only interception of his career against Matthew Stafford of the Detroit Lions. 2013 was the best season that Mathis ever had as a professional. He ended the year leading the league with a mind-boggling 10 forced fumbles and a league-leading 19.5 sacks. Both of those numbers represent career highs. Now, he finished as the runner-up for the Defensive Player of the Year award to Luke Kuechly, who had another out-of-his-mind season. Honestly, I feel that Mathis should have won the award, but whatever. Now, unfortunately for Mathis, he would tear his Achilles while working out prior to the 2014 season, which forced him to miss the entire year. Now, he had a good return to the gridiron in 2015, recording 7 sacks and a forced fumble. And in 2016, Mathis posted 3 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries, one of which was returned for a touchdown, and 5 sacks. However, after the 2016 season, he decided to hang up his cleats and he retired. Now, over his 14-year career as a Colt, he recorded 123 sacks, which is the franchise record for sacks in a career. He also recorded 54 forced fumbles, which is also a franchise record, and an NFL record. Now, excluding quarterbacks, his 17 fumble recoveries have him tied for the most in franchise history, as of course quarterbacks are the ones that are going to fumble the most and just pick up the ball. Now, he also holds 3 NFL records. Most career forced fumbles, as we mentioned, with 54, most career strip sacks with 47, and most forced fumbles in a single season with 10. Now, he has this record shared with Charles Tillman and Osia Menura, 2 very impressive players. He is a 1-time first-team All-Pro selection, a 5-time Pro Bowler. He led the NFL in forced fumbles 3 times, he led the NFL in sacks 1 time, and he's a member of the Indianapolis Colts Ring of Honor. In my opinion, he should be a Hall of Famer, and he will be, I'm sure, at some point in time. So the Colts did great in this trade. How did the Houston Texans do? So the Texans got a 4th round pick in 2004 in this trade, and that would become the 122nd overall pick. And with that, they would grab safety Glenn Earl. Now, Earl was known as a hard-hitting safety in his tenure as a Texan. As a rookie, Earl earned a starting job midway through the season, ending the year with a best solid 45 tackles. Now, across 10 games in 2005, he once more had a solid year, recording a career best 2 interceptions and 6 passes defended. Now, he also added 35 tackles. 2006 was another strong year for him, as he would record 2 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and 74 tackles, all career highs, as well as an interception. Now, unfortunately for him, he would suffer a torn Lisfranc ligament prior to the 2007 season, which ended his season before it could begin, and this injury would keep him out of football for 2 years, during which he would be released and would have to retire. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this. This was the Robert Mathis trade. Great trade for the Colts. Have a good rest of your day.